There are places you visit, and then there are places that change you. Peru is the latter. It's not just on a map or a passport stamp, but a living, breathing story stitched together by time, nature, and spirit. Imagine a land where the mountains whisper ancient secrets, where jungle rivers pulse with life, and where cities carry the soul of civilizations long gone. Peru is a paradox of past and present, where every stone seems to have a memory and every corner bursts with color, from the mist-draped peaks of the Andes to the sunlit chaos of its bustling markets. It's a country that dances between the mystical and the tangible. And what I'm about to share with you, these aren't just tourist spots. They're sacred paths, wild wonders, and human triumphs. These are the 7 places in Peru that don't just ask to be seen, they demand to be felt. Hidden high in the clouds, where the mountain peaks touch the sky and the mist clings to stone, lies Machu Picchu, an ancient city that feels more like a whispered legend than a place you can stand in. It's the crown jewel of Peru, and perhaps of human wonder itself. As you ascend the final steps and catch that first glimpse of the ruins, the world goes quiet. The symmetry of the stonework, the sheer scale of what was built without modern tools. It doesn't just impress, it humbles. Built by the Incas over 500 years ago and lost to the outside world for centuries, Machu Picchu defies time. Surrounded by lush green peaks and endless sky, it feels like a doorway between worlds. Historians still debate its true purpose, but standing there, it doesn't matter. What matters is the feeling, the awe, the silence, the deep sense that this place was made with reverence, not just for power, but for the earth itself. Machu Picchu isn't a ruin. It's a sacred echo that still speaks. Cradled between towering Andean peaks lies the Sacred Valley, a stretch of land so rich in history, so wrapped in mystery. It feels like the earth itself is telling a story. This was once the beating heart of the Incan Empire, a place where gods were honored not in temples alone, but in the very shape of the mountains and the flow of the rivers. Terraced hills cascade like green steps from the heavens, each one carved with ancient intention, still breathing life into crops and culture. Villages to landscape, quiet yet alive, where traditions haven't just survived, they've thrived. In markets scented with herbs and handmade textiles. Catch what voices carry the language of their ancestors. Every stone path, every breeze seems to whisper secrets from centuries past. And as the sun dips low over the valley, casting golden shadows on the ruins of Ollantaytambo or Pisac, you realize this place doesn't just hold history. It is history, still living, still sacred. At nearly 12,500 feet above sea level, where the sky feels closer and the air carries a crisp stillness, Lake Titicaca stretches out like a mirror to the heavens. This is no ordinary lake. It's the highest navigable body of water on Earth, and it holds within it not just breathtaking beauty, but living history. Here, the Uros people have crafted floating islands entirely from tatora reeds, woven layer by layer, anchored with care, and passed down through generations. As you step onto one, the ground gently shifts beneath your feet, a soft reminder that nothing here is quite like anywhere else. Life floats here, literally. Homes, schools, even churches drifting peacefully atop the water. The smell of the reeds, the lapping of the waves, the laughter of children. It's all part of a rhythm that predates modern maps and timelines. To visit the Uros Islands isn't to witness a lifestyle frozen in time. It's to see a culture that has adapted and endured, thriving in its own quiet, extraordinary way. Far from the paved roads and glowing cities, deep within the heart of Peru's untamed wilderness, lies Iquitos, a city you can't reach by car, only by boat or air. It's the gateway to something far older and far wilder, the Amazon rainforest, the very lungs of the earth. Here, life doesn't just exist, it explodes. The air is thick with moisture and mystery, and every sound feels like it belongs to another world. The call of distant howling monkeys, the hum of unseen insects, the soft splash of river dolphins breaking the surface. In Iquitos, the Amazon isn't just nearby. It surrounds you, consumes you, embraces you in its green, endless reach. Riverboats wind through chocolate-colored waters, past trees so massive they feel ancient, almost divine. Tribes still live here with the rhythms of the jungle, untouched by the chaos of modern life. And as the sun sets, Painting the canopy in gold and fire, you realize this is not a vacation. This is an encounter. A humbling reminder of how small we are in a world still wild and wonderfully alive. High in the Peruvian Andes, where the air thins and clouds feel within reach, there's a mountain unlike anything else on Earth. Rainbow Mountain, or Vinicunca. It's a place that seems painted by imagination, where mineral-rich soil has created streaks of color that ripple across the land like the brushstrokes of a dream. Red, turquoise, gold, and lavender fold together in layers, revealing a landscape so surreal it almost doesn't feel real. But to get there, you earn it. The trek is no casual stroll. It's a climb that tests your breath and your resolve. Yet with every step, the silence of mountains, the crunch of gravel, and the slow reveal of colors urge you forward. And when you finally reach the summit, standing in that thin, cold air, surrounded by this strange and sacred beauty, something changes. It's not just about the view, it's about how small and infinite you feel all at once. Rainbow Mountain isn't a destination. It's a quiet awakening disguised as a hike. Beneath the watchful gaze of towering volcanoes lies Arequipa, a city sculpted from white volcanic stone, glowing softly in the golden light of the Andes. It's often called a white city, but its beauty is far from cold. This place hums with warmth, with life, with stories etched into its colonial facades and quiet courtyards. Walking through Arequipa feels like stepping into a painting where history and architecture blend effortlessly, and the air carries a kind of graceful stillness. But just beyond this elegant city, the landscape transforms into something truly epic. Colca Canyon, one of the deepest canyons on Earth. As you stand on its edge, the scale is overwhelming. Mountains fold into each other like whispers passed down through time, and condors glide across the sky with ancient authority. This is not just a place to look at. It's a place that stirs something in you. Between the calm of Arequipa and the raw grandeur of Colca, you're reminded that Peru knows how to balance beauty with awe. Tucked away along Peru's southern coast lies a place that often escapes the spotlight, yet holds a kind of magic only the sea can offer. Paracas and the nearby Ballestas Islands are a sanctuary of serenity and wild beauty, a coastal escape where nature takes the lead and time seems to drift with the tide. As you stand at the edge of the Paracas National Reserve, the desert meets the ocean in a collision of colors and calm. The wind carries a scent of salt and freedom, and the landscape stretches out in soft, golden silence. But just beyond the shore, a boat ride away. The Ballestas Islands rise like sentinels of the sea. Here, the air is alive with the calls of sea lions, the flapping of wings, and the echo of waves crashing against ancient rock. Penguins waddle in the sun while dolphins leap alongside your boat. And it becomes clear, this isn't just a sightseeing stop. It's a quiet conversation with nature, where the wild still reigns and the human world fades into the background.